Sonia, would you do number 5, please? I'm sorry, number 7. Number 7.
Don't procrastinate when you have a deadline.
Excellent. Very good. Don't procrastinate when you have a deadline. See, we're combining the two sentences by making one of them a dependent clause. And suraphet, would you do number 8, please?
Yes. When you are tired, don't do difficult tasks.
Very good. Excellent. Yeah.
Teacher, for number 7, procrastinate.
What is procrastinate?
Yes.
To procrastinate means to put something off. So my room at the Rio Monte needs to be swept out, and I've been procrastinating. I've been putting it off. I should clean the room, but I'm procrastinating. When you procrastinate, you put something off that you should do right away. When I was a young man in the university and I had to study, very often I would procrastinate. And I would go play sports or, and then until my teacher convinced me that it was important to prioritize my studies. But procrastinate means to delay, to put off. Yeah. And okay, very good. What I'm going to try something a little bit new here, again to give us more practice. I think that we did very well with dependent clauses. We did very, very well. Now, what I want us to do is to get more practice forming thoughts in our head and then writing complete sentences. And again, this is to help us with writing complete sentences, working on vocabulary, and speaking. So I want us to think of places for me to visit in Thailand, okay? Name a place that I should visit. Any place.
Jim Thompson house.
Where?
Jim Thompson house.
Oh, Jim Thompson's house? Okay. Now, there probably would be some very positive things about visiting Jim Thompson's house. Perhaps there would be some negative things about visiting Jim Thompson's house. I want you to think about all of the what would be, and remember, I would like us to speak in complete sentences, okay? Complete sentences. What would be the positives about visiting Jim Thompson's house? What would be a positive? Something that a visitor would really like.
He donated his belongings for people to study. He give up on his own belonging, his own property.
Okay. He donated his property?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For study.
So he was a generous man. He donated his property to become a museum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
เขาไปตายที่มาเลย์นะ
Okay. Yeah, that was a generous act. That was a positive. What other positives can we say about the Jim Thompson house?
Jim Thompson, so the still course very well.
He was a good man.
แต่รู้ว่าแต่ประวัติไม่เคยฟังเขาเล่าต้องมีพวกเขาขายพวกคนใหม่ที่ราชทีวีก่อนดังมากแล้วเด็ก
Okay. Now, for a visitor, what would be positive about visiting the Jim Thompson's house? What would be something that would be very good about visiting that house? Now remember, I want you to speak in a complete sentence.
The history of Thai silk.
It's what?
History of Thai silk.
So it would be the history of Thai silk. Yeah, So if you wanted to learn the history of Thai silk, you could go to the Thompson house.
The place in the Bangkok convenient to visit.
It's convenient. Mm-hmm.
To visit.
Okay, it's convenient to visit. It's like on the SkyTrain, isn't it? You can take the SkyTrain to there and just walk from the SkyTrain there. Okay, so those are the positives. Would there be any negatives about visiting the Jim Thompson house? Is there anything that a tourist who was going to go there and visit would be disappointed, would find that that there's something that they didn't like about it?
Very expensive.
It's what?
Very expensive.
Is it expensive? Now, what I appreciate is that the answer was in a complete sentence. She said, it is very expensive. Yeah, And what else?
ใส่เย็บเนี่ยมันสวยอ่ะสวยเป็นเด็กๆจริงไม่เคยไปแม่รู้สึกไปแล้วนะจะเอานิ้วของอันนี้กินแล้วไม่รู้จักฉันจะรู้สึกดีเขาไม่เคยไป
What would be a negative about visiting the Thompson house? Anything else? Is this the only negative we can think of?
Okay, yeah, everything expensive.
So if I wanted to go to the store to buy a souvenir, so the admission
อย่างมันแพงแล้วภาพถ่ายรูปขายแพงหมดก็เลยไม่เคยไปจะหาขายเสื้อ
The admission is expensive, but also if I wanted to go to the store and buy some souvenirs, like silk scarves for my daughter or my granddaughters, the souvenirs also are very expensive. Okay. Can you take photographs at the Jim Thompson house?
Inside, no.
In the Jim Thompson house, can you take photographs? I went there a couple of weeks ago, and I saw something, very, very interesting. So I took out my cell phone and started to take a photograph. Boy, did I get corrected. They don't allow photographs. Why do they not allow tourists to take photographs inside the house? Why would that be?
ก็ควรแบบ
prevent copy.
They what?
Prevent copying.
Yeah, They're trying to protect the art, which on the one hand, for tourists, that could be negative, but then when I thought about it, I thought, well,